2, 3, 4. Wine of the week. This is your wine of the week. What's the wine you got this time? It's the wine of the week. Woo! Hey everybody, welcome to Niagara Wine Videos. I'm Brad and I bring you the story behind Niagara's finest wines, and this is your wine of the week. And this week the wine goes to a gold medal winner at Wine Alliance's brand new award show, the National Wine Awards of Canada, or NWAC. I know, it's a funny sounding acronym, right, for an award show, but that's what it's called, the National Wine Awards of Canada. And I think this is going to be the most important kind of go-to wine show and most respected wine competition in Canada now, for a couple of reasons. One of the reasons, Wine Alliance is just a really amazing website, a really cool company that's got a whole bunch of really respected Canadian wine critics and wine writers working for them. And what they do is they provide an alternative opinion to wines that are available for purchase at the LCBO, and that's the government-controlled liquor board. So instead of just having to listen to what the LCBO says, because they have a definite interest in selling wine, you can go to Wine Alliance, go on the website, and you can hear from a third party. So it's kind of like a TripAdvisor approach to the whole buying wine process. And it's not just critics that write on there, although the critics they do score all the wines and they write really good articles. You can get the opinions of just regular people, so regular people like you and me. So I can go on there, I can look up a wine that's available at the LCBO for purchase, or even at a winery in Niagara, and I can see if other people have written about it. And I think that just trusting everyday people is really the most important thing in the world, because people don't lie. It's either they like the wine or they don't. They have no interest in selling it. So the everyday person, that is so important to get the opinion of everyday people. So really cool that Wine Alliance has done that, has allowed everybody to give their opinion, plus has a third-party approach to the critical analysis, right? They have wine writers and professional sommeliers to give their professional opinion. So you kind of have both, the amateur and the professional opinion. So, and another reason, which I kind of hinted on already, the National Wine Awards of Canada, they have these professional sommeliers. They actually have a person by the name of John Szabo, and he is a master sommelier. So if you don't know what that is, look up the movie Somm, S-O-M-M, cool film that just came out recently, which kind of follows a bunch of individuals around, 4 or 5 guys that are taking this exam, and it's a really difficult exam. You really have to be like a historian of wine and the world, regions. You have to know your geography, the history, the culture, everything to do with wine and food and culture and history in that country, all over the world, So really hard exam. You have to be incredibly talented, dedicated in order to pass that exam. I think there's only something like 244 or 45 people in the world that have passed it. So really difficult exam. And John Szabo is a master sommelier, and I think he's one of 3 in Canada. So like I said, you have to be very dedicated and intelligent in order to get that designation. I think he's also a black belt in karate, so obviously you have to be very focused and dedicated to get that as well. So very talented, dedicated individual, John Szabo. He is very, very difficult when scoring wines. Some wines that I've seen other professional critics like Robert Parker or James Suckling, and these guys, are some of the biggest respected wine critics in the world. They've given wines, say, like a 90 or 91 point, where John Szabo would give it maybe an 86 or an 85. So I see how very difficult he is on scoring wines. When he scores a wine a 90 point or higher, what he's really saying is that is that that is a wine that can compete against the best in the world. It's not just a wine that's good in Ontario or the Niagara region. It's a wine that's it's definitely going to be able to compete with the best of, best wines of Bordeaux, the best wines in Tuscany, the best wines in Rioja, anywhere, right? The best wines all over the world. And so he gave this wine here a 91-point score. And it also won itself a gold medal at Wine Alliance National Wine Awards of Canada. So this wine here is a Meritage blend, and it's from Pondview. And it's their Terra series, which is their premier or upper echelon wines. So I'll just give you a label shot here. I hope you can see that. It's Pondview Terra 2010 Meritage from the 4 Mile Creek appellation. Now, Pondview really becoming known for making high quality red wines here in the Niagara region. All estate vineyards, nutrient rich soils in a hot year like 2010. This is a really, really, really delicious, well-made, amazing wine. And like John Sabo said, 91 points, that's really saying it's going to compete against the best of the world. So gold medal, 91 points, John Sabo. You got to taste this wine. It's incredibly structured. I think it still needs another 10 years to calm down a bit. But when I tasted it, it gave you classic black currant and blackberry on the nose and on the palate. It also gives you nice cassis, smoky, cedary oak flavors, hint of herbalness to it. Really, really nice wine. It was aged for, actually let's start over. It's all hand picked in the vineyard. Hand cropped, hand sorted, and then it's put through the wine making process, and it's spent 18 months in premium French oak barrels. So this is a really, really nice premium wine, and I think it only rolls in around $40, which is a great price for a premium wine anywhere in the world. So that is your wine of the week. It's a Pondview Terra. All estate vineyards, comes from the 4 Mile Creek appellation. It's a Meritage, and it's not your traditional Meritage. It's a 50-50 split of Cabernet Sauvignon and Cabernet Franc. So there's no Merlot in here. So cab heads, I mean, you can't get any better than that, right? You're gonna love this. Pondview, there it is. That is your wine of the week. I just got to give you a heads up. I was just down at Pondview Estate Winery, and they were completely sold out of the 2010 Terra Cabernet Franc. That was my top pick, my top #1 wine for 2012. The wine of the week this week is their 2010 Terra Meritage. Now they only have a little bit left of the Meritage, so I suggest you get down there if you want to try a gold medal wine. These wines are incredibly small production. They're Terra series because they're all hand picked and hand sorted, handcrafted wines. They're very special. So when they're out, and you're never going to see that vintage ever again. So 2010. Hallmark vintage. Some of the very best wines in Ontario were created in 2010. So if you want to try a gold medal winner, you got to get down to Pondview right away.